Welcome to the Stern Pro Circuit Championships. I'm your host, Tim Sexton, here to guide you through the intense ladder format where we have a player winning the Stern Pro Circuit Championship belt, cash prizes with up to $5,000 given away to the winner, and a brand new pinball machine. The ladder format of the Stern Pro Circuit Championship offers a unique take on a pinball format. We start with 20 players. Only 4 play at a time, starting with seeds 17, 18, 19, and 20. Let's take a look at our field.
I am Zach Sharp. I am from Chicago, Illinois.
My name is Derek Price, and I'm from San Diego, California.
My name is Luke Nohoniak. I'm from Minnesota, just south of the Twin Cities.
My name is Jason Wardrick. I'm from Park Ridge, Illinois.
In each match, the top-seeded player has the opportunity to choose the game or choose their order on the game.
I chose to take 4th, knowing who the next person would choose, which was Zach Sharp. I figured he would choose Godzilla because he likes that game and he's pretty good at it.
He chose order, and in this kind of format, that's strategic because if you're player 4, you just try not to get last.
The game selected for this match is Godzilla Pinball, released in 2021 by Stern Pinball and designed by Keith Elwin. So we're here with Zach Sharp, first match of the Stern Pro Circuit Championships, and he is off with a short plunge and a skill shot. Gets him a little bit of ball save. This is the very first ball, and as player 1, he's really just going to want to get points, and he's going exactly what he needs to do, right into the scoop for one of his modes. We'll see which one he picks. Ibra. This one requires you to hit all 3 spinners. He's aiming for the left spinner there. It's the right spinner above Mechagodzilla, and then there's the center spinner that requires the most spins. He doesn't have any spins yet, and he took a danger there, but still in play. There he goes, left spinner there. 5 million points for completing that. Oh, and a tough sling drain. But that's the plan. And it just didn't work out for Zach on his ball 1. But he's going to be able to get back into Ibera and finish that mode. He's going to lose out on some point opportunities because he didn't complete it in one go. And up next, it looks like we have from Southern California, Derek Price, who was our 20th place qualifier. Just made it into the Stern Pro Circuit. He's looking around at the play field. Looking maybe a little jet lagged coming from California. It's 2 hours behind. Scratching the back of his neck. And he's gonna do the same thing as Zach. Hit the ramps and hit the scoop. That's gonna be everybody's opening in this game because it's the fastest way to get early points in the game. So there he goes with this left ramp. Goes with this right ramp. He's gonna have to get the ball to the left flipper. Decides to try to pass it over by holding the flipper up. Doesn't work out for him, shoots the ramp. Shoots the spinner for some reason. And oh, wow. So I have to admit, I don't understand why he shot the spinner. The ball kind of came weird off the upper flipper and just hit the bottom of the slingshot and went out the middle. So that's not really how you want to start the game. You want to get into that mode. It's all ready for these players, but if anyone gets through a mode, they're going to get to their multi-balls, they're going to get to their other features, and they're going to have a comfortable lead on ball 1. So let's see if anyone does that. Luke Nohoniak from Twin Cities area in Minnesota is up next, wearing his trademark, always has orange on him for some reason. He's also shooting the ramps. He has his mode scoop ready, shoots another ramp, so he may be going for a multi-ball first strategy, or at least getting it primed. As you fill up the lights in front of the building, red, you're making progress towards your multi-ball. So he is going, yes, absolutely for multi-ball right now. But I imagine before that multi-ball is ready, he's going to start a mode. So this is the first diverging strategy. Luke now has his multi-ball locks ready. He has to lock 3 balls from this flipper. Oh, he took an aggressive backhand shot there, but oh, that one didn't work out either, so. Okay, finally his third shot to the middle. That locks ball 1. So Luke has to put 2 more balls in the building. We'll lock up top. Gets another skill shot for some ball save. Tries the live catch there, just puts it up in the building on the backhand. And Luke could just go third lock right now, but what I think he's going to do is go for the mode start. Tried to bounce past it there, it didn't work, has the ball save though. Yeah, it looks like he's trying to get it on that flipper. Oh, an aggressive shake there, almost brought it back in. Didn't tilt, but it pulled it back too far where it hit the top of the slingshot, went out the left side. That happens. And so that's two players who haven't started their modes yet, but Luke, with that strategy of getting the multi-ball ready, is in a much better position than I think either of the other players who went before him, even though Zach has more points. Up next here, squinting at the game, we have Jason Wardrick from Park Ridge, Illinois. Jason's nickname is the Kid because at one point he was one of the youngest players playing competitive pinball. Now I'm talking 2 decades ago. At this point, Jason is one of the veterans of the sport. He's played many, many years of competitive pinball, went to probably hundreds of tournaments in his lifetime, and he's a great guy. And like playing with him, all these guys are great guys. Can't say a negative thing about him, and all the competitors here are, you know, they all know each other. They've all played with each other. These are the best of the best on the Stern Pro circuit. So Jason in this game has already gotten his 2 dangers, and he's using the ends of the flippers very well to keep the ball in play. Shooting his ramp, so I think he's taking more of Luke's approach of getting the Godzilla multi-ball primed with the building before he starts his mode, because people don't want to lose the bonus they get from finishing the mode. So it's a wise choice. But wow, this ball 1 is over already, and no one has pulled away from anyone else yet. So going back to Zach Sharp, his eyes barely visible under the brim of his cap, but he looks very focused to me. Zach's going right back for the mode shot, gets the grace period ball save, back to the left flipper. I think he's gonna hit it here. He did not, I was wrong. He hit the saucer. That was a nice save. He made a great move to get the ball out from the right side, and he lands in the scoop. Staying in Tokyo means he's forced to battle Ibara again. We know he's completed his left spinner, so he's got the center, which he goes for right there. Lets the ball come around nicely without flipping the upper flipper. He's gonna back in that center spinner. That's a great shot on this game. And nice catch there on the left flipper. 6 more spins left on the center. That'll complete it. 5 million points. Sure, shoot the building for some progress. That was a weird flip. Another half flip to get him control. Gets his 2x multiplier. This is really big because if he could finish this mode, and he does here, 20 million for the right spinner plus a finishing bonus we'll see soon is doubled. 92 million points just from that mode already. Another 4 million on the saucer attack. So the double scoring plus the game has really started to open up with the features available. He's got a destruction jackpot ready at the center. Looking for control here. You got 60 seconds on the 2x multiplier timer. Second danger. He's holding it, he's waiting. Okay, we've got the 2x doubled, so it's really a 4x destruction jackpot available. Seeker combo, 5 million. So Zach is getting points very quickly on this game right now. So this is 8 million times 2, which would actually be over 32 million if he hits the shot. And he does, nails it. So here's some funny math, right? 8 million times 2, 33 million. It's because he has the 2x Rodan double playfield running at the same time as he got the 2x destruction jackpot. 178 million already for Zach, and the other players are all in their single-digit millions. And he's got his Godzilla multi-ball locks ready to go. Now he has a decision to make. Does he want to change cities and try to bring in another mode, or just go right into Godzilla? And what that shot tells me, since he has the 2x running, I think he's going to go right for Godzilla multi-ball. This is a classic Zach move, the ski pass to the other flipper. right to the multi-ball. Rodan only 3 seconds left, but hey, he's got the 178 million. Take more points from the multi-ball here. The goal is not to come in last, so just keep going with it. So Godzilla will destroy the building, which will bring all the balls back down to the playfield. And he's got a ball save here, so that one will come back. He's going to be shooting his arrow shots all around the playfield.
With Godzilla, I kind of had a tried and true method of, attacking a battle, trying to get a multi-ball going, a playfield multiplier, and really trying to put pressure on the later players after me.
You're getting a few shots picked off, 750,000 for that jackpot. They start low, and that's over. That is a quick Godzilla multi-ball. Really didn't make out of that what he probably hoped he could have. But he's getting a lot of just points on the playfield right now. He's got his jet fighter attack, these rage combos, giving him all these just millions of points on these shots. Compare that to the points. Wow, heat ray there, gotta call that. He used the center button to spot all the shots in the playfield for 11 million points. At this point, as player one, Zach, he's got a chance here to pick a power-up. He's gonna pick Mechagodzilla, obviously, he already played his Godzilla multi-ball. You're feeling good with, you've got the points that you need. Like, if you're gonna lose with 225 million, then hey, that's gonna be a great game, but you feel very relaxed once you get to this position, and you know that it's just time to pile on the points. How many can you get? Keep going with his jet fighter attacks here. He'll probably aim for the right spinner at some point to bring in Mechagodzilla. Wow, it's like I can read these players' minds. You may think I'm cheating, I'm not. The strategies players use at this level is very consistent. You can predict what they're doing. You can also just tell from how long they trap the ball what shot they're gonna go for because of the timing in their head. I'll explain that later. All right, I think that was a great ball from Zach. I think Zach is probably not gonna lose this game. And Derek, who has the lowest score right now, isn't feeling terrible, but he saw Zach put up all those points. He knows the game is playable, and he has to get comfy enough to get to where Zach is. So he's looking for his skill shot right now. Looks like he went for a longer skill shot, and he has no ball save because he did not accomplish any of the skill shots and immediately goes down the left out lane. And his pacing around the room tells me he's not happy with how that ball went. And I'm gonna say now that Derek is in a tough spot because he's got all these players behind him with more points than him who need to take advantage of his position. They know that Derek's the guy that they need to point press to get him out. Another skill shot there for Luke. He went for one of the shorter skill shots. Just get some ball save there would have helped Derek, just in case you hit a slingshot. So Luke, we know he has 2 balls locked even though they're gone from the building. And he's gonna start his first mode. Picks Titanosaurus, which requires you to hit your purple or blue targets. Forgive me, I'm colorblind.
I've been playing competitively for, I'd say, about 8 years. And casually, I started playing when I was about 10 years old.
And he'll do that at the same time as Godzilla multi-ball. And this is a comfortable position in the game because you have ball save, you have more balls coming into play. You've got a target mode, so just shooting anything, even if you miss your arrow shots, hitting those power line targets, which he just did there with one, and a second one is gonna give you the most points right now. He needs that far right target, the one that's tucked in the back. Went for it there with the shot, didn't hit it. Hitting jackpots in the meantime. So from the left flipper, he's gonna go for the target here. Oh, he's not, I was wrong. He's going for just Godzilla jackpots, even though that power line target's lit. That's still fine. It's getting 2 million a shot right now with the multiplier. And that'll end his multi-ball and the mode. So out of that, you know, some points Titanosaurus, some points Godzilla multi-ball, but I don't think he took either of those modes to where he wanted to go. And even with 60 million, he's going to be disappointed because he knows the caliber of these players here. But the goal here, the Stern Pro Circuit Final, it's a ladder format. Don't come in last. First, second, or first place, second place, third place are all the same. Jason also, in my opinion, wisely taking the short plunge, getting that ball save, and Jason's going for Mechagodzilla. And starting his first mode. And you'll notice Jason will often take times to watch the animations play out. Players can skip these by hitting both flippers. Jason doesn't do that. He likes just watching the videos play. So Gigan, interesting mode. This is a ramp mode. This mode requires just hitting the ramps back and forth. It's probably the safest mode to play, and it takes the most shots because hitting 8 ramps takes a long time, but every ramp feed is going to go back to a flipper unless the bridge is out. So there he goes. First Gigan award. Comboing these will give him more points, but because his building is in a different position, he's not going to have the chance to loop left and right. Maybe he doesn't care. Maybe he just wants to finish the mode. He's already made 4 shots to Gigan. Jet fighters are running at the same time as well. There's another jet fighter destroyed, and that's a first ball lock for Godzilla multi-ball, which pauses the mode timer. Here's Jason letting the video play out. Scratching his nose a bit, flipping a flipper. Oh, that plunge will give him the ball lock ball save, but doesn't give him any additional skill shot ball save. And he gets his 2x playfield multiplier. So this is a big moment because finishing your mode here, look at these points, 6 million a shot, 4 million a shot. Within 2 or 3 more shots, he's going to be ahead of Luke. Gets the second ball lock. And we're getting just a relaxed Jason pace watching all these videos play, taking his time with every plunge here. Another skill shot times 3 plus the 2x is running. That should put, yep, that puts Jason ahead of Luke's score on ball 2 here out of 3. Gigan final blow for 20 million plus 6 million. And he has his destruction jackpot lit at 2x, still has the double playfield running. Goes for the destruction jackpot, gets a 5 million award. So all the points for all these players that have earned points have really come from the modes at this point in the game. It's the modes, and then while they're playing the modes, they're bringing in other features. And that's where Derek is really far behind as player 2 in this game. He hasn't even started 1 mode yet, and he wasn't working on his Godzilla multi-ball a lot either, so you know, he could get back into it with a good Gigan mode or something, but he is far behind right now, all these players. The 4 million plus just the progress in the game, because all these players have a ball to play, and all their scores are going to go up. Jason now is going for his Godzilla multi-ball. He's not stacking it with the mode, and he's just going to play it out, and he's comfortable right now because he's in second place. And he's going to make some shots. Let's see how he approaches this. He's using the time of the ball save to flip the balls around the play field, not caring too much about trapping up. Just trying to make shots, hitting loops. Making some more jackpot shots. He has a chance to bring in another power-up. I think he's looking at that now. He actually, I think he tried to go for the Rodan double, and he actually has the add-a-ball now on the top button. just that happens. He can now extend this multi-ball by hitting the top player button. He does not seem phased by it at all. He was certain to notice it, but does not seem phased that the 2x is not ready. He's just going to keep playing this. And I like how he's playing it right now. He's, just kind of keeps making his shots, building his jackpot multiplier. He's taking the shots available to him on the play field, shooting through the building there for fun. It takes a few shots to get your Godzilla multi-ball values going, and he didn't build it with the power-up either, but 191 million points now. So he's within striking distance of passing Zach. Taking some loop shots, get some more jackpots on that one. Lets that ball go, still has multi-ball running, 2 balls in play is fine. Multi-ball won't end until you're just at 1 ball in play and it's no longer multiple. I think it may have helped him even not, he's used the out of ball. Like maybe he was going for that out of ball because he can play it more relaxed when he doesn't have the 2x running. The 2x puts the pressure on the players to play a lot faster. He took a button there with the heat ray to get 10 million points, getting all the jackpot shots spotted. There's a nice 5x jackpot, so the color of the arrows in this multi-ball indicating the value of the jackpots. He's got a super jackpot lit in the middle. 32 million, that's great. That's good stuff. Great points on that shot. And there's another grace period jackpot on the loop, another 4 million. 110 million out of Godzilla multi-ball, and he's qualified Monster Zero. So now, goes to the Magna Grab.
In 1991, I played my first tournament, which was Pinball Expo, which I didn't qualify in. But then at my next tournament, which was the IFPA World Championships, in 92, I end up winning second place in that, and then went on to win second place 3 years in a row. And actually I was probably the youngest at that time, at 17 years old, to be playing at a high level and almost winning World Championships.
Going to London. London, a popular destination for these players because the perk is your destruction jackpot boosted, and that's one of the highest scoring opportunities in this game. So Jason now with 300 million points, well in first place, and in the player 4 position, I have to say he's very unlikely to have to play his final ball here. All 3 players have to pass him for him to have to play this final ball, and he's still on ball 2. So I think Jason's feeling good, and he's going to take this time to get as warm, learning all these feeds in the game. What's the best way? Let's look at the scoop feed. What's the best way to handle the ball out of the scoop? Just going for Ibra. So, ball's going to come out to the left flipper. Jason letting all the animations play. Then he skips that one at the end. Bounce over, and it kind of comes to the sling and up the ball guide lane there. The inlane guide. So, not too dangerous of a feed. Wow, super spinner there for 3x, 9 million. You want to keep that going, but it didn't happen. Godzilla wallop shot. Godzilla wallop happens when you shoot this shot between the captive ball and the building, which actually comes through the building. And in single ball play, gives you a bit of a ball save as well in case that ball goes straight down the middle. Nice power line attack award. Nice relaxed game here from Jason Wardrick. He's going for his right spinner. That one's completed. Center spinner would be Ibero points. Maybe he's going for saucers. No, he's going for 2x. I don't know what he's going for. He hits the center spinner. He's taking the points where he can get them. This is a relaxed game. This isn't, he's taking the shots that are available to him. 50 million for the extra ball is great. Players don't earn actual extra balls in competition. They just get points. All the games are set on competition install. competition rules. So what's Jason gonna do here? He's going for his scoop with the 2x. Yep, nails it on the second try. And he had success letting the ball bounce out of the scoop. Oh, another power up. He's gonna take the destruction jackpot extra time. Bridge attack multi-ball. So, Godzilla was not his second multi-ball. He actually has bridge attack multi-ball here. Orange arrows are going to be his jackpots. This can, like all features in this game, the multi-balls can get really big if you really play them for a long time. So Jason's using the safety of having the ball trapped on the left flipper here. Tried to go with an over-under cradle separation. It worked out for him. Had to bail out on the left shot. It's fine. I thought he nailed that calf to ball there. Maybe it didn't register, or maybe I missed it. Just taking more points on the play field. He went for the calf to ball again, but the other ball got in the way. There it goes. All right, it's collected. Super jackpot is lit on the right ramp. Oh, he's gonna drop catch it. Wow, that was a great drop catch out of the scoop. That's a aggressive drop catch, but a great feed. And that gave him an add-a-ball. He's building his Tesla strike value by hitting the spinner, which is running at the same time. More bridge attack jackpots. Yeah, so as I keep saying, we're seeing a comfortable, relaxed game from Jason. Now, Heat Ray for sure, spot some shots. The goal here, as I keep saying, is not to come in last. I've been making predictions all broadcast. Many have come wrong. But I think Jason's safe right now. I think he will not come in last. He has climbed the mountain of Godzilla, and he's at its summit, and he's given opportunities to make 60 million point shots, and he has 3 extra seconds plus the default time to make it, and he does. Jason is having just a great time with this game. Look at his score, 705 million points. This is a Light Monster Zero. He's got the game's first mini wizard mode ready. He's got a tier 2 battle ready. So the tier 2 battles, which are unlocked later in the game, they give you much higher scoring opportunities, much more risk reward opportunities here. Some of them are multi-balls. This one is not, it's a single ball mode. I'm waiting for Jason to watch the animations. But in a single ball mode, you do start with the ball saver. That is confirming for me that it's also on in competition mode. So this mode gives you the opportunity to just continue building a massive jackpot, and you decide when to cash it out. Now, the risk is this ball saver will eventually expire, and you could drain and miss out on all of the points you just built up. But when you have a 500 million point lead, as Jason does, this is a great mode to take because you can just put the hammer down and make all your opponents think about, oh, look at all this time Jason's been playing, look at all this work I have to do. How do I get all the way here in the game when he's already done all this stuff, right? And the thing is, have a ball like Jason, but we saw that, you know, there's a lot of outlane drains for the other players. This can all end quickly. Jason's just doing a great job right now, hitting all the shots, getting the control, just making these great live catches, controlling the ball in the middle of the playfield, which is key. You're not seeing the ball hit the slingshots. He's locked in on those drop catch moves. He's blinking a lot, but doesn't really matter. He's just doing great. So this is where he makes the choice. He's got a 43 million point jackpot. Fight, he can build the jackpot even higher. Flee, he's gonna take the points. He chooses fight, gives him a bunch more time on his timer, and lets him continue building that jackpot. You can keep collecting that first value at the scoop, like the 43 million, but that final jackpot is gonna have a huge multiplier if he decides to flee. You can see he has no ball saver now, so he is risking, you know, this ball ending and losing all these points. Ball just kind of flies its way off the pop bumper off the left side of the playfield back into the scoop. You'll take that. Keep fighting. So his base jackpot is 27.5 million. 29 million now, he's building that. And he can also, in addition to building the base jackpot value by hitting the arrows, he can also build the multiplier value. So we are building what could potentially be just a massive jackpot here. There's another multiplier. Okay, so he's looking at the right scoop, potential 4x jackpot. Oh, he's running low on time. Can he make it? Can he make it? Time is up. Oh, it's another risk. I forgot to mention that one. You can just run out of time and not have a chance to cash in that. That would have been what, a 30 times 4 jackpot? Jason's not crying over spilt milk here. He had a great ball 2 already. It's just gonna keep going. Look, just for traveling to a different city, he's gonna pick up another 114 million points. And he's contemplating not even doing that. No, he's still contemplating it. Continue building. He's gonna continue building the carnage bonus, folks. Wow, what a risk. Jason Wardrick, he's really like not showing any mercy here in game 1. Goes up the middle for Monster Zero, the first miniature wizard mode. So just letting the game call itself there. Now, as a commentator, I'm focused more on strategy, but the game is telling a story here, and so Monster Zero ends with a multi-ball. Kind of like his previous mode, but this one, you know, he can push how many balls he wants to lock. When does he want to lock a ball versus when does he want to, how long does he want to continue building for? When you do start the multi-ball, the number of balls locked is going to factor into what your super jackpot multiplier is. That's going to be your biggest factor in multiplier points, but just shooting these red arrows that appear on the playfield is going to build additional points for those jackpots. So at this point, Jason's ball is completely safe, unless he can't tilt, but if he drains out this ball here, he'll start a 2-ball Monster Zero multi-ball, because he's locked the 1 ball. So now he's making some shots to build those jackpots. Shooting the red arrows will continue to build, and he's going to use his Heat Ray, which is going to do a great job in building his Monster Zero multi-ball value. So his base jackpot value is now 5.75 million. Gets his second ball lock. Super jackpot multiplier is now at 5x. And he's gonna have to keep making these green shots. He's gotta make the left ramp. He's gotta make the spinner. which he does perfectly without missing a beat. Does this little live catch to the other flipper, makes the middle. And here he can once again continue shooting red arrows, or he can end this mode, or end this build phase by shooting the building as he does, and start Monster Zero multi-ball. Victory multi-ball. Super jackpot multiplier is 8x, huge. And his base jackpot value with that heat ray is already over 6 million. So once again, shooting lit arrows. Quadruple, look at that, 25 million for just a base jackpot there. Another one. And, you know, the game of Godzilla, because we're going to see this game surely in the next several matches, is a game where it's been described by other players as, you know, you're getting on a train when you start the game of Godzilla, and you take it, you keep riding it, and every time you ride it to a new stop, you have chances to get points at that stop. And Jason's made it several stops to the Monster Zero stop, and at this Monster Zero stop, he has executed splendidly to a 266 million point total. Now, every player has the chance to ride the train that long, to make it to all these features, as long as they don't drain, but, right, okay. The ball's over for Jason. I'm gonna clap for him. Everyone in there is clapping as well, great job. He knows he is moving on to the next game. Unfortunately, the next game, everyone starts with 0 points, but it's neither here nor there. He gets a fist bump from Zach Sharp, that's great. And I think Zach, I was saying, he's in a pretty good spot. Zach has gone a few stops on the train. He's gotten his first mode completed. He's played his Godzilla multi-ball. He's got another multi-ball lit right away, Tank Attack multi-ball. And this kind of blocks him out of lighting modes or anything, but hey, it's a multi-ball, why wouldn't you take it? And he does. Nails the scoop there. Picks his plus 5x multiplier, time bonus perk. Will come in handy later. Tank Attack multi-ball. So the rules of this multi-ball, you've got green circle inserts representing tanks that are approaching Godzilla, and you have to hit them for jackpots before they actually reach Godzilla, and you can tell they're getting closer because the lights start blinking really, really quickly. So he's got a few lit on the right side of the playfield, spinner, the ramp, and the scoop, and he's split all those shots now, but Zach is a guy you'll see forego some shot-making opportunities to keep control and keep the multi-ball going. Yeah, you'd love to keep everything going. You'd love to have all the shots available all the time, and you'd love your multi-ball to last forever, but it's just not going to be possible. But get some good points out of Tank Attack multi-ball. Got another power-up lit. He's over 300 million now. And no one's really made a lot of progress on Mecha Godzilla multi-ball either. Destruction jackpot again. No playfield multiplier running this time, so it will just be the 17 million points if he hits it here. A little late. You have a chance. You always have a chance to hit that spinner and feed it again. But he passes on it. Wow. So he decided not to take that shot, and maybe because he was thinking about that choice, he kind of flubbed it in the middle there. So Zach, the only player who doesn't have any balls left to play. He's at risk. But I don't think Derek's thinking about that. I think he's thinking about, I gotta do something in this game to pass Luke right now. And Derek is sitting here flipping the flippers a lot. He has waited a really long time. He doesn't really have comfort on this game yet. He hasn't been making these shots and getting friendly returns. There he goes. He goes for the short plunge there to get him some extra ball save time. Learned his lesson from last time. And hits the scoop. Okay, so all this stuff that I was saying, Derek is now in the game. We've got his choice of the 4 Tier 1 Kaiju battle modes. Megalon is out of all these modes, Megalon is the one where you can get the most points. It is the hardest. The shots are not always available for the player, and you have to really pay attention to where the shots are. You don't have a set shot pattern in Megalon mode. So, game right now asking him to shoot the pop bumper. That's gonna send the ball out of control no matter what. But if you continue to combo the Megalon shots within a reasonable amount of time, you can build a multiplier on each of these shots. So he missed the pop bumper reward. He's got the left spinner next, and the ball's on the right side. Takes a shot at the building. Lets the ball go past the upper flipper. What I'm seeing now from Derek is not the shot making in Megalon that will get him ahead of Luke quickly. But maybe he's changed his strategy to try. Oh, this is weird.
Eliminated.
Well, it had to be someone, and Derek Price is our first player eliminated from the Stern Pro Circuit Championship.
Bad first round. A couple mistakes on ball 1, ball 2 missed the skill shot. On West Coast time, this would have been 8 a.m., so not warmed up yet. So tough competition, and everyone played their heart out and did well. They deserve to go on.
Stick around, we're gonna be following the entire Stern Pro Circuit Championship. Let's see if any of these players can make it all the way to the finals.